Please be seated. I'm Craig Martin, Interim Dean of the College of Pharmacy, and it's my honor to welcome you to our white coat ceremony. Students, tonight is about you. This special occasion marks the official moment when we welcome you into the College of Pharmacy by symbolically coating you, a tradition that represents your commitment to the profession and the communities you will one day serve. To the families, friends, and loved ones here with us, thank you for celebrating our students tonight. This ceremony is as much a tribute to you as it is to them. Your love, support, guidance have been instrumental in bringing them to this moment. Students, please join me in giving your families and friends a well-deserved round of applause. To the faculty and staff of the college, I want to express my gratitude for your dedication to these students as they embark on their journey. Your commitment to equipping and inspiring them is the foundation of the exceptional education we provide. Our students' success is only possible because of your tireless efforts. If you're one of our esteemed faculty or staff members, please stand so that we may recognize you. I also want to acknowledge the broader pharmacy community, many of whom are proud alumni of this college. Your ongoing support and collaboration are vital to our standing as one of the top pharmacy schools in the nation. Although this ceremony has become one of our most meaningful traditions, it's a relatively new one in the context of our 155-year history. We began holding the white coat ceremony for our PharmD students a few decades ago, and for our PhD students in 2019. Because of this, many of our distinguished alumni did not have the chance to experience this milestone. This year, I'm taking advantage of my role as interim dean to begin a new tradition, honoring alumni and guest speakers who have never had the opportunity to be formally coated. I am delighted to welcome them into this tradition that now defines our college. So Ms. Maynard and Dr. Burgio, would you please join me for your official coating? Tonight's ceremony proudly includes both our pharmacy students and our graduate students because we recognize the vital role pharmacy plays in all settings, from hospitals to laboratories, and the importance of collaboration between those working directly with patients and those advancing research behind the scenes. In that same spirit of unity, I want to note that the coats our students receive tonight are made possible through the generous support of our employees, students, alumni, and friends of the college. These contributions reflect the strength of our community and the belief we share in your potential. As we look ahead, we are reminded that challenges, both personal and professional, only strengthen our resolve. Whether advancing healthcare access or pioneering new research, we remain committed to innovation and excellence. Students, we are rooting for you every step of the way. Each time you put on your white coat, we hope that you are reminded not only of your commitment to patient care, scientific rigor, and research and service, but also our belief in you and the future you represent. It is now my pleasure to invite Dr. Frank Romanelli, our Associate Dean for Academic Programs, to the podium to officially introduce our speakers.
Thank you, Dean Martin, and welcome to campus to all of our family, friends, and alumni. Our White Coat Ceremony is a special program that brings our PhD and PharmD students together. For members of our faculty, it is a time to reintroduce and rededicate ourselves to our profession. It is my privilege to welcome two of our dedicated alumna to the stage to speak. Our first speaker is a graduate of our pharmacy program. Ms. Tamara Bentley Maynard's passion for healthcare was shaped by her upbringing in the foothills of eastern Kentucky, where medical resources were scarce and access to care was a daily challenge for many families. She earned her Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy degree from the University of Kentucky in 1994 with a clear vision to return home and help improve the health of her community. After years of honing her skills in patient care, she opened MedExpress Pharmacy in Paintsville in 2005. From the very beginning, her approach went beyond filling prescriptions. She built relationships, offered personalized guidance, and created a welcoming space where patients felt heard and supported. Over the past 2 decades, MedExpress has grown into a cornerstone of the community, expanding services and offering innovative ways to meet local healthcare needs. Ms. Maynard's work has not only improved access to medications, but has also empowered individuals to control their health. Celebrating the pharmacy's 20th anniversary in 2025, she reflects on her greatest accomplishment, knowing she has made a lasting difference in the lives of countless neighbors. Her career stands as a testament to the impact of compassion, commitment, and a deep connection to the community. Please help me welcome Ms. Maynard.
Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, proud families and friends, and most importantly, the students of the incoming class. It is such an honor to be here with you today. As a graduate of this very College of Pharmacy, returning to speak at the White Coat Ceremony is deeply meaningful. This ceremony is a rite of passage, a moment that marks not just your entrance into pharmacy school, but your first step into the profession itself. Many changes have occurred in both the pharmacy profession and the College of Pharmacy since I last attended. The College of Pharmacy has evolved over the years, transitioning from offering an entry-level Bachelor of Science in Pharmacy to the now standard Doctor of Pharmacy degree, reflecting the profession's shift toward a more clinical, patient-centered focus. Our College of Pharmacy is now housed in a new state-of-the-art pharmacy building designed to support modern education, research, and interprofessional collaboration. Pharmacy practice itself has also advanced significantly, with pharmacists now playing a critical role in direct patient care, medication therapy management, and public health. And certainly, our ceremonial traditions have evolved. Once limited to a simple welcome ceremony, they now include the symbolic white coat ceremony. Yet, through all these changes, one powerful symbol has remained constant: the white coat, a timeless emblem of professionalism, trust, and dedication in the field of pharmacy. As you stand here today being coated, take a moment to truly appreciate the significance of this coat. That white coat isn't just a symbol of achievement, it's a symbol of responsibility. It's a quiet promise, a commitment to the values that make this profession what it is. When you put on that white coat today, you are accepting 2 sacred duties. The first is your duty to the profession, to the legacy of pharmacy, and the future you are about to help shape. You are now part of a long and evolving history of healers, scientists, and advocates. And with that comes an obligation to uphold the profession's integrity. That means pursuing excellence not just in your grades, but in your ethics. It means committing to lifelong learning, because medicine never stands still, and neither should we. It means representing the field of pharmacy with courage, professionalism, and humility, especially when no one's watching. Your second duty, the more personal one, is your duty to your patients. And I want you to really hear this. Your patients will not care how many hours you spent studying pharmacokinetics, and they won't ask what you got on your medicinal chemistry final. What they'll remember is how you treated them, whether you listened, whether you respected them, whether you made them feel seen and safe. You'll meet patients in every imaginable circumstances, in pain, in crisis, confused by their options, and worried about their future. They will place their trust in you sometimes before they even know your name. And it's your responsibility to honor that trust with every decision you make. Let me tell you, the most important part of your education won't come from a textbook. It will come from those very moments with real people facing real health challenges. It's when you realize that being a pharmacist isn't just about what you know, but how you show up. And yes, you'll learn to solve complex drug regimens, to advise on therapeutics, to help build treatment plans. But don't forget to bring your humanity with you. Don't forget to look up from the chart, to make eye contact, to ask, how are you doing today? Sometimes that question alone can make the biggest difference. And don't forget yourself either. This journey will test you. There will be nights when you're exhausted, when the work feels endless, and when you wonder if you're enough. But in those moments, come back to your why you chose this path, who are you doing it for? And let that purpose remind you that the struggle is shaping you into the pharmacist you're meant to become. So today, as you receive your coat, I hope you feel proud, but I also hope you feel ready, not just to learn, but to serve, not just to succeed, but to make a difference. Because pharmacy is not just a career, it's a calling. And the world needs more pharmacists who lead with both their minds and their hearts. Congratulations, class of 2029. Welcome to the profession. Your patients are waiting, and they're lucky to have you. Thank you.
Thank you. Our second speaker is Dr. Dave Burgio. Dr. Burgio is Senior Vice President of Global Personal Healthcare Research and Development at Procter & Gamble, where he leads a worldwide team of more than 650 experts dedicated to creating innovative health products that improve daily life. After earning his PhD from the College of Pharmacy in 1996, Dr. Burgio began his career in academia and clinical research before joining P&G in 2000. His early work contributed to essential advancements in treatments for osteoporosis and ulcerative colitis, helping to bring new therapies to market. In 2009, he transitioned to P&G's personal healthcare business, where his leadership has spanned product development, regulatory affairs, clinical research, and technical innovation across multiple continents, including several years based in Switzerland. Under his guidance, P&G has doubled the size of its personal health business, achieved major brand milestones, and successfully integrated one of the company's most significant acquisitions. Known for fostering collaboration and inspiring teams to think boldly, Dr. Burgio has built a career that blends scientific expertise, business acumen, and a passion for improving health on a global scale. In a lasting tribute to his maternal grandmother, Dr. Burgio and his wife, Michelle, established the David E. Burgio and Thalia McMillan Endowed Distinguished Graduate Fellowship at the College of Pharmacy to support the next generation of pharmaceutical science leaders. Please help me welcome Dr. Burgio.
Good afternoon. First of all, congratulations to all the future pharmacists and scientists. I see future leaders and difference makers. The white coat you'll put on is a symbol of trust, responsibility, and the privilege to serve. But here's the truth. Wearing the white coat is easy. Living up to it, that's the real challenge. So today I want to share 3 lessons that helped shape my journey and career. 1, go towards your believers and your connectors. 2, have the courage to pivot when the time calls. And 3, give back more than you take. Number 1, go towards your believers and connectors. In your career, you're going to meet 3 kinds of people. 1, the doubters. They don't think it can be done. 2, the neutral crowd, and this is the majority. They're going to wait to see if you succeed, and then they'll maybe get involved. And 3, it's those believers and connectors. Those are the ones who see your potential before you do. Believers give you the courage you didn't know you had. They go further by opening doors, making introductions, and more importantly, they'll speak your name in rooms you have not entered yet. Early in my career, I got to meet one of my believers in Dr. Patrick McNamara. He interviewed me as a research technician in the College of Pharmacy, and over the next 3 years, I took graduate level courses before finding my passion in pharmaceutical sciences. When it came time to pick a PhD advisor, Pat was the only one for me. But being the stand-up professor and guy he was like, no, I think you need to go talk to other people and work with other professors. But I knew Pat was the one I wanted. He believed in me. I'm sure he spoke my name in the admissions process. So I broke him down slowly and slowly. So remember that. But no, seriously, he agreed, providing I work on a new research program that he'd never done before. It all worked out in the end. But looking back, that one person, Pat, changed my trajectory as a kid that grew up in rural Kentucky. Taught me discipline, scientific rigor, integrity, and the value of cross-disciplinary collaboration. Here's the thing, you can't control who believes in you, but you can walk towards the ones who do. Don't waste any energy on the doubters or the neutral folks. Walk toward your believers and connectors, and one day be that person for somebody else. Number 2, have the courage to pivot. When you think of your career, I'm sure it's tempting to think of a straight line. You've got it all planned out. Maybe some of you said, I'm going to pharmacy school. Well, I can tell you, as you go through courses in school, it's going to be a bunch of intersections, and that GPS is going to be recalculating many times. So be ready to pivot when that change comes. When I started at P&G in the clinical pharmacology and pharmacokinetics group, I thought that was my forever path. I loved doing early clinical phase development. But as I grew in my career, I saw there were more things that I could potentially do. And somebody saw something in me, a scientist by the name of Pam Schofield, and she asked me to come work in the overall product development group. And I was scared to death. I was like, leave my function. I'd been trained to do this. I was good, or I thought I was good. And eventually I went to work for her, and that changed my career. It changed the trajectory of my career. Allowed me to have bigger impact, and allowed me to have greater opportunities for the future. Years later, when P&G divested our pharmaceutical business, I came to another road to pivot. They asked me if I would stay with the personal health care division. That was another tough decision, but again, that was for me, I learned and grew at that time. So remember, pivoting doesn't mean failure. It means growth, moving where skills meet challenging needs. In pharmacy, that may mean shifting from retail to clinical, hospital to research, stepping into policy, industry, or technology. Stay open to those possibilities and step into the unknown, and sometimes great things can happen to you. Give back more than you take is the third one. Early in your career, it's okay to worry about learning. My next exam, the boards are coming up, paying off student loans, which I'm sure many of you may be entailing now. But please, I hope you learn, don't measure the success by how much you earn, but what you return. Some of my proudest moments weren't of my achievements, but they were helping a colleague, helping a team get through a milestone, volunteering, or donating to a cause I really care about. Remember, giving back means helping those who rise, helping somebody rise, mentoring somebody, and who am I serving without expecting something in return? Giving gives more to the profession. It helps build a better community you're going to live in, and it's going to develop your well-being and character, I can tell you that. One of my most fulfilling moments came not from an award or promotion. It was from what you heard earlier, establishing the Thalia McMillan Endowed Distinguished Graduate Fellowship in honor of my maternal grandmother. She respected and taught me to reach for excellence and always said, treat everybody with respect and honor. If we tried to talk about one of our cousins badly, she would stop you in your tracks. Wouldn't want to hear it. So now every time when I contribute to that fund, I think about her and the value she instilled in me, and I get to think how it's helping, I hope, promising students. I hope you find your purpose in addition to your career early on. So remember, the white coat is a public promise. I will serve. I will help others. I will leave this profession better than I found it. Keep that promise, and this white coat becomes more than a symbol. It'll become your legacy. In closing, as you take this step, remember, go to your believers and connectors. Be brave enough to pivot when change occurs and give back more than you take. Do these three things, and it won't just be your career. It'll be a calling, and again, your legacy. Congratulations, future leaders. Welcome to the journey. Go Big Blue in the #1 college of pharmacy.
Thank you both for taking the time to be here. We now turn our attention to the coding ceremony. Unique Young and Jason Edwards, two of the many staff members the college has dedicated to student success, will take their place as ushers. While many of our students may not wear their coats in their day-to-day work, the white coat serves as a symbol to the community of our students' commitment to transforming patient-centered care as they join the pharmacy and scientific communities. Coming forward now are department chairs, Dr. Fumi Abraham and Tom Provenzano, and faculty members, Drs. Kevin Tidgwell and Tara McIntosh. These four individuals represent the entire faculty seated before you in welcoming you into the profession as student scientists and pharmacists. They're joined by Dean Martin at the front of the stage to greet you. Students, after you receive your white coats, Griffin Namath, student member of the Honor Code Committee, will greet each of you as you sign the Honor Code Registry. By signing the registry, you publicly acknowledge the high standards to which you are held and your commitment to reach or surpass those standards every day. This afternoon, each of you are PhD and PharmD students stand at the start of a long and challenging journey, and we are excited to take this first step with you. Row 1, please stand and assemble. Our first group of students receiving their white coats are those students entering our doctoral program in pharmaceutical sciences. Eliezer Almadea, Julia Driggers, Keniz Fatma, Faith Firstman. Carl Muonio. Hannah Music. Graham Thomason. Kylie Wells. Madison Whitaker. We now shift our recognition to students entering our Doctor of Pharmacy program. Kobe Abner, Jessica Adams, AJ Armstrong, Afreen Azmi, Amanda Bean, Logan Best, Christian Allen Cruz Blair, Kaylee Borden, Autumn Brown, Kaylee Busher, Ashton Burns, Chanda Caudle, Maggie Cirquawera, Trinity Shelf, Tucker Clack, Stevie Cook, Madison Copley, Brady Corder, Hunter Correll, Reagan Day, Jenna Dunaway, Chizu Egwatu. Morgan Elkins. Jack Foster. Olivia Frawley. Jillian Galuzka. McKenna Gayhart. Hannah Gilligan. Elizabeth Gindling. Jessica Gordon. Madeline Grant. Jacob Grider. Nibode Gwali. Abigail Haas. Mason Hacker. Tessa Hall. Kelsey Hammonds. Kiava Harris. Olivia Harwood. Lacey Hockensmith. Shelby Hughes. Colton Hunt. Heather Hunt. Sarah Ito. Muskan Jamshed. Maxwell Jervis. Jessica Carroll. Koshbu Khanna. Konstantina Kurzowski. Hector Leha. Andrea Lenore. Ryan Liacata. Christopher Lewis. Kaylee Lejeski. Haley Little. Sierra Lowe. Brandon Lynch. Anthony Maldonado. Matthew Mashburn. Brett Miller. Caitlin Mitchell. Brooke Money. Lauren Morris. Harrison Neff. Karina Ochoa. Emily Onan. Alicia Pensuria. Daksh Patel. Carter Patton. Chelsea Pennington. Kelsey Pennington. Olivia Penny. Caleb Price. Olivia Proctor. Hallie Prophet. Ashley Ranson. Blade Reynolds. Callie Riley. Ben Rutland. Sydney Siasan. Ashley Scott. Amarai Scrogens. Sarah Shepard. Gurveer Singh. Madison Sizemore. Kyrie Soseno. Olivia Spalding. Allison Springer. Nicholas Tan. Kennedy Thompson. Rachel Tomlinson. Nathan Turo. Alexandria Troth. Olivia Turner. Lindsay Vondren. Zoe Waddell. Elizabeth Walter. Watson, Bailey Watts, Carson Watts, Jenna White, Lauren White, Harper Williams, Kaylee Williams, Bryant Winkle, Quinn Wisher, Phoebe Wolf. So you weren't seeing double. There's 2 sets of twins in this class. Y'all can have a seat. Students, we congratulate you and officially welcome you into the University of Kentucky College of Pharmacy family. Friends, family, and faculty, I now present to you the newest group of student pharmacists and scientists. Please stand and join me in welcoming them. Please be seated. I would now like to invite Dr. David Fiola, Professor and Assistant Dean of Graduate Studies and an alumnus of both our PharmD and PhD programs, to lead the reciting of the Oath of a Scientist.
It is my pleasure to lead the graduate students, participating faculty, and any members of the scientific community in the audience in the Oath of a Scientist. I ask you to please stand, raise your right hand, and recite with me in unison the Oath of a Scientist. Throughout my career as a scientist, I willingly pledge that I will practice and support a scientific process that is based on logic, intellectual rigor, personal integrity, and an uncompromising respect for truth. I will perform my professional activities and interactions with scientific integrity and respect for the field and my peers. I will acknowledge my role as an ambassador of science to the public and strive to be honest, respectful, and unbiased when engaging the public. I will value my work and its contribution to the scientific community. I will never let the potential for personal recognition or advancement cause me to act in a way that violates the public trust in science or in me as a scientist. I will foster a collaborative community that cultivates innovation, creativity, and progress. I will acknowledge and honor the contributions of scientists who have preceded me and become a worthy role model deserving of respect by those who follow me. And I will always be cognizant that my work is for the advancement of knowledge and the benefit of all humanity. By pronouncing this oath, I declare my commitment to these professional standards and goals. Please be seated. It's now my pleasure to invite Dr. Brooke Hudspeth, Associate Professor and Associate Dean, to the podium to lead the PharmD students and participating faculty in the oath of a pharmacist.
Members of the PharmD class of 2029 and faculty pharmacists and members of the pharmacy profession present in our audience, please join us in reciting the oath. Please stand. Raise your right hand and recite with me in unison the oath of a pharmacist. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others through the profession of pharmacy. In fulfilling this vow, I will consider the welfare of humanity and relief of suffering my primary concerns. I will treat all patients with dignity and respect and will not discriminate against any patient. I will apply my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability to assure optimal outcomes for my patients. I will respect and protect all personal and health information entrusted in me. I will accept the responsibility to improve my professional knowledge, expertise, and self-awareness. I will hold myself and my colleagues to the highest principles of our profession's moral, ethical, and legal conduct. I will embrace and advocate changes that improve patient care. I will utilize my knowledge, skills, experiences, and values to prepare the next generation of pharmacists. I take these vows voluntarily with the full realization of the responsibility with which I am entrusted by the public. Please be seated.
Thank you, Drs. Viola and Hudspeth. You've all seen healthcare professionals and scientists of all kinds wearing white, more specifically the white coat. Have you ever wondered why a white coat? Why not blue, red, or green? History tells the story that healthcare providers' clothing often became soiled with the most obvious symbols of pain and suffering, blood. For the scientist, it also serves as protection, a barrier against harsh chemicals and bacteria. The white coat is a flexible armor enabling curiosity, innovation, and patient care. The easiest way to remove blood and chemical stains from clothing is to bleach them. And the easiest thing to bleach are white fabrics, hence the white coat. Despite what the white coat has come to mean, a symbol of authority, of professionalism, of knowledge and intelligence, at its core, the coat was intended to literally protect the wearer and absorb people's mistakes, their scientific failures, their patients' blood and pain, their suffering and their heartbreak. In this way, the coat should be humbling above all. To wear a white coat is a privilege. It sets you apart and identifies you as a member of a community of scholars and clinicians. It represents scientific inquiry and protection. It is the uniform of a lifelong learner. The white coat offers hope. Now more than ever, our communities are looking for hope. They are asking, who will perform the research to discover solutions to our problems? Who will care for the sick? Who will continue to guide us through future pandemics? Who will always put the patient first? It will be us, the people in white coats. the coats you received today. As you progress through your time at the college, I hope you will aspire to be the type of person who deserves to wear the coat. You should aspire to be torchbearers, bringing knowledge, compassion, and caring wherever you go. Before we conclude, I'd like to thank Dr. Mitchell, Unique, Julianne, Hannah, and the rest of the team at the college for putting together and coordinating our program. As we conclude, our banner bearer, Dr. Mandy Jones, Associate Professor and Faculty Secretary, will lead our students off the stage. Audience members, please remain seated during the recessional. You will have the opportunity to meet the students outside the concert hall immediately after they take a group picture. Thank you everyone for attending this important event. Students, we look forward to seeing you again on this stage in 2029 when we will gather again for your graduation ceremony. Until such time, students and faculty, you are now dismissed.